Good late Friday evening. I am certified meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on this July 19th of 2019. Surprise, surprise. Hazy, hot, humid again, but at least we kept these quiet with mostly sunny skies. We just have to put up with this rut of a weather pattern we've been stuck in for a few more days. Then we're going to see relief from the heat as we head into next week. Let's start things off with a time lapse from Indigo Sky just outside of Seneca, Missouri. Casino and resort ground staying nice and calm today under mostly sunny skies, but needless to say, it was hot and humid again. Comparing highs over the past 10 days, we hit a high today of 94. The past few days, just a hair cooler, but still hot and humid with highs around 93. This is what we've been accustomed to for a while, and it's not often we say that during the month of July. These highs back bouncing between the lower and upper 80s. In fact, we started at the 81 on Monday, then 87 on Tuesday. Those are the types of numbers that could be ready to make a comeback as we head into early next week at the very least. So again, we have to stay hazy, hot, and humid for just a few more days. Then the cold front will be swinging in from the north. Not only could that bring thunderstorm chances into the fold late Sunday evening going into Monday, behind it though, temperatures will cool down a bit. It'll still be a warm week ahead of us, but the rain chances and that cold front will start to scrub the atmosphere out of some of this excess humidity. That's going to make for a more comfy week ahead of us, especially for those with outdoor plans. 7th and range line almost 1042 on this Friday night, looking nice and calm. Again, the official numbers from Joplin Regional today had us topping out at 94, beating our average high of 91 after we started just warm and muggy at 76 degrees, and that kind of gives you an idea of where we're going to go again before we hit sunrise going into Saturday morning. At 1042, we are at 83 at Joplin Regional with the south breeze at 12. It's going to keep temperatures from dropping off so much overnight, and it's also keeping those dew points a bit up there too. A dew point of 72. You combine that with the temperature, it feels like it's 88 degrees outside of Joplin Regional, and this is for everybody across the area. Even if you include the 79 degrees in Monette, most of us are still in the lower to middle 80s. When you factor in those dew points, it still feels like we're either in the mid 80s to about the lower 90s across most locations. So we're going to stick with another warm and muggy night ahead of us, but we'll keep things quiet for tonight. Fortunately, the excessive heat warnings and heat advisories out for the entire area. We're going to stay with them until we hit about 8 o'clock Saturday evening. Hopefully by then we'll be focusing on at least more drier air beginning to roll back in here as we head into early next week. No rain, no thunderstorms to worry about on the Skywatch Storm Tracker. We've been staying mostly sunny all day. I have been keeping an eye on quite a potent batch of severe thunderstorms, and they were just vicious coming out of Minnesota and working into Wisconsin. They had some tornado warnings with them earlier. The main story with these storms were the wind speeds pushing 70 to 90 miles per hour, and they are still severe as they cross over Lake Michigan and into northern parts of Michigan, so they'll have their hands full with those thunderstorms going into the night. But those thunderstorms, even though they're not going to make it here, that's starting to signal a pattern change ready to unfold. First and foremost, this upper ridge right on top of us that kept us hot and humid today, this is going to start to buckle down as we go through the rest of the weekend. Then we'll see this ridge, this upper area of upper high pressure over the Baja Peninsula start to build and push the jet stream off to its north, up to the Canadian border. That's going to allow the jet stream to come at us from the northwest, and that will allow it to surface this cold front to head our way. The very same frontal system that prompted those severe thunderstorms across Minnesota and Wisconsin and continuing on into Michigan, that's the same front that will begin its approach as we head into Sunday. And as it does, we will see thunderstorm chances riding in along with it. I'm not too concerned about a severe threat, but we'll still have to deal with thunderstorm chances as that front rolls in. Until that gets here, though, it's going to be another quiet night, but a warm and muggy night as we see temperatures dropping off to about 76 degrees before we hit sunrise going into Saturday morning. On the plus side, though, again, we keep things quiet for the day with mostly sunny skies from start to finish, but with the same air mass in place, we're quickly back near 90 by the lunchtime, and then pushing 95 for an afternoon high in downtown Joplin. In fact, I expect everybody to at least be back near 95 degrees, maybe some upper 90s sneaking in the farther west you go from 69. Now, that's just what your thermometer will say if you check the air temperatures. The dew points, they'll be back in the 70s once again, and that will already make it feel like we're at least in the lower triple digits as we head toward lunchtime. And then during the peak heating in the afternoon, heat indices for most of you will be ranging between 103 to about 110, And we'll still stay with the mugginess and the warmth as we head into Saturday night. Beyond Saturday, though, our focus will begin to shift toward this cold front that will be coming at us from the north as we head into Sunday. We'll keep things quiet still for Sunday morning and for most of the day on Sunday, but still ahead of that front, it'll be hot and humid again with highs back into the mid-90s, most of us around 94. Then have a look at what happens as that front begins its approach. Here's 7 o'clock, the future track wanting to show some thunderstorms working through the Kansas City metro. But then, overall, we're going to have thunderstorm chances increase Sunday night and as we head into Monday, as the front begins its push through the area. There is still a chance, though, that we could hold on to some rain or thunderstorm chances, mainly during Monday morning, and then we're going to gravitate toward drying things out Monday afternoon. But look at what happens behind the cold front, though. We see temperatures going back into the lower 80s for highs on Monday. Morning lows for Tuesday dropping back into the lower to middle 60s. And have a look at the rest of the week ahead on the 7-day forecast. 81 for your Tuesday afternoon with mostly sunny skies. That is going to feel mighty nice. And in addition to that, lower humidity too. So perfect for any outdoor plans as we begin to wrap up July going into next week at the very least. 84 Wednesday, mid-80s continue for Thursday and Friday. So our patience will be rewarded. We just need to get past a few more hazy, hot, and humid days for your Saturday and Sunday. Have a good night. Have a great Saturday.